Hey there lovely people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Winna. For those of you that are new here, on my channel I talk about Jesus and faith-based related stuff. I talk about the medical profession in itself and some medical and health topics as well as lifestyle. So if this is something that rocks your boat, definitely keep watching my videos. Please subscribe, hit the like button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you will be notified. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So like my topic for today says, I'm going to talk about roughly how the admission process into the Philippines, especially the medical profession, goes. This is one of the biggest requests I've gotten on my email, especially from Nigerians, saying, oh, how do I proceed with my admission? How do I go about the whole admission process? So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So when I got admitted into the Philippines, or when I was doing my process, I really didn't play a big role. It was more of my dad and the agent that we used. If you've not watched my testimony and my story, please go watch it. But I've taken the time to go ask questions as well as do a few research on the steps and the things needed for you to go along or to process your admission. So first off, I want to make a disclaimer. It's possible that by the time you are watching this video, some of this information might be obsolete or some of the policies might have changed. So I'll advise you do your research. But for the past 3 to 4 years now, most of these policies or most of these steps has remained same. Okay. So first off, in the month of June 2021, when this video was made, so currently the borders of Philippines is not open to non-residents, and this is because of the current pandemic we are undergoing. So it's safe to say that even if a foreign student gains admission, the probability of going to the Philippines to actually proceed with your academic career might not be possible just now. So maybe you have to keep reading the news and being updated with the current policies and things that are happening in the Philippines. Even foreigners in the country, some of them are scared to leave because when they leave, it might be hard for them to come back into the country, even with genuine reasons or stuff like that. So you want to put that into consideration. Like I said, some of the policies changed, so that's what's currently happening as at this June 2021. But now, what are the steps in the admission process? Number one, I want you to know that Philippines does not require IELTS exam to gain admission. So what this means is that you know the English exams that most countries ask for to prove that you know English. Philippines doesn't require that IELTS exam. Also, with gaining an admission in the Philippines, you don't need an entrance exam to gain an admission letter or to get an admission letter when applying to a Philippine school. So there are two paths to gaining an admission into the medical school in Philippines. So it's either you're a fresh graduate from high school and you just finished high school, you want to proceed with medicine, so that's one path. And the other path is you're done with college, you've probably done pharmacy, biochemistry, biology, and all those medical or health related courses, and you want to proceed with medicine. So if you're coming from secondary school or high school in Nigeria, you need to prepare your passport, your international passport, especially your where you have your biodata page. You want to also provide your O-level, your NECO or your WAEC results. So those exams you write after high school, you want to provide those results. Also, if you're coming from the direction of, oh, you already have a pre-med degree or you already have a college degree, you want to provide the certificates of your degree. You also want to provide the transcript of records. Also, you would need your passport or your biodata page as well. Also, with coming straight from high school, you definitely know that you're not going directly into medicine. So your admission is actually into a pre-med course, and for most part of it, it is BS Biological Sciences, because that's what, in quote, most foreigners go for. Number one of the biggest reasons is because of the duration. So most or some schools offer BS Biological Sciences for 2 years. So that's what most foreigners opt for, so that they get done with that and proceed to med school, which is 4 years. So you want to know that. In order to gain or to process getting your admission letter, you have to choose a school, obviously. So you want to do your research, find out which school you're actually interested in. After doing that, because I'm assuming you're applying from Nigeria, right, or whichever country you're applying from, you want to get somebody in the Philippines to actually help you with the process. This is where an agent comes in. So if you wait till the end of this video, I'm going to refer or prescribe a particular agent that I know. I would not really vouch for any other agency, but this agency, I've actually seen students they brought from Nigeria and even other countries to come and study in the Philippines. So I can vouch for them and no one else. You just have to be careful who you use as an agent, or if you have a friend already in the Philippines who has a friend who can help you with the process, go ahead with it. Another way is that you can actually email the school you've chosen and see if they can help you with the process if you're not ready to go through the route of an agent. But in my 6 years of staying in the Philippines, I've really not had any experience with anyone applying directly into the school and getting their admission letter. And after I finish telling you the steps, you will see for yourself why this is. So the agent or whoever you get in the Philippines to help you with the admission, you send them all the documents I mentioned, your O-level, your international passport data page, your certificate of graduation, your TOR, and all those good stuff. So the agent or the person will go to the registrar's office with these documents, and depending on the school, maybe other documents might be required of you. Maybe, for example, a sponsorship letter might be requested, so you have to communicate with your agent or whichever person is helping you with the admission. So other things like maybe sponsorship letter, you know, for them to know that, oh, you have a sponsor when coming, they might ask for that. So they go to the registrar's office, the registrar looks through those documents, you know, make sure that everything is good, everything is complete. You also ask the registrar if there are other things that are missing that you should do. You know, it's just a communication with the registrar. Also, the registrar can refer you to a liaison officer, because in some schools, the registrar is in charge for admission. In some other schools is the liaison officer. It is good to know that medical schools handle medical schools admission. Some forms might be required of you to fill up, or might be required of the agent or whoever is helping you out to fill those forms up. So make sure that all the forms are tallied and well completed. So all said and done, and everything has been verified and all that, the registrar is going to issue you an admission letter into the school, into the medical school or the university. Yay! So now you've gotten your admission letter, but it doesn't stop there. So there are some government procedures or some government protocols that you have to proceed with after receiving your admission letter from the College of Medicine. With the government policies, there are basically 3 steps to it. Number 1, you have to take the admission letter issued to you by the university or the medical school to a lawyer. So why do you take this admission letter to the lawyer? When you present the letter to the lawyer authenticates your admission letter. It is very, very vital. Number 2, from the lawyer's office, after being authenticated, you want to take it to the regional trial court or any court that will authenticate that certificate. What am I saying in essence? So the authentication of your admission letter given to you by the lawyer, you take that to the court for authentication. And this just proves that the lawyer that authenticated that admission letter is genuine and is not a fake. It is also to prove that the admission letter that you've been given by the supposed school is legitimate. This process is called CANA, and what CANA means is Certificate of Authorization of Notary Act. So that is what that is for when you go to the court. It is called CANA. Number 3, from the court you proceed to DFA, and what DFA means is Department of Foreign Affairs. What do you do at the DFA? At the DFA, you put a legal seal on the admission letter that has passed through the lawyer and the court. And what this is called in the Philippines is a red ribbon. So those are the 3 legal things you have to do after getting your admission from the school. So after that, whoever is processing your admission for you or your friend will send it via DHL or the post, but I will recommend DHL because it's trustworthy. This post is not sponsored, but yeah, we all know that DHL is trustworthy and their services are fast. If you take it through the post, who knows, it might get missing or something like that. So it's actually up to you to choose which way you want your admission letter that has been certified and authenticated sent. Then after receiving your admission letter in Nigeria, you want to take that admission letter with some other documents to the Philippine embassy in Nigeria. As of now, I can't really tell what documents might be required because, you know, a pandemic happened and maybe some of the document requirements might have changed. We don't know that. But the basic documents you'll be requested of at the embassy includes your birth certificate, police report, sponsor's letter, probable bank statement of your sponsor, a medical certificate showing that you're in good health, and other documents that might be required of you by the embassy on a case-to-case basis. So it is important to note that you must appear in the embassy by yourself unless in unforeseen circumstances, which you might have to prove 1 or 2 things. I really don't know how to go about that, but you have to check that out with the embassy. As per my research, I was informed that before the pandemic, the price for the visa, for a tourist visa, was 15,000 naira, and that for student visa was 69,700. That was before the pandemic. But as of now, I really don't know what the price will be. It's very probable that the prices have increased, but you will have to check up on that with the embassy. Another thing I'm not really sure about is if the Philippine embassy in Nigeria still issues student visa, because as at 2014, when I applied to study in the Philippines, the year before was the last time they said they stopped issuing student visa for some reason, and I went to the Philippines with a tourist visa. You have to check up on the latest news or the latest policies with the embassy. So I hope that with this video you've learned a thing or two of what it takes, and the measures and the steps with which you can gain an admission into the Philippines to study. So yeah, if you have any other questions, please let me know. Email me at wincywhitewinner@gmail.com, and I am going to help you as much as I can with the details that I have. So I said I was going to tell you which agency to use that will make sure that your admission is safe and your process is clean, and that for me is Overseas Pearl. So they deal on admissions, not even only to the Philippines, but also to other countries. If you want to know about the process, or you need someone to help you with the process of admission, check down in my comment section below. Thank you very much for tuning in and for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, share with your family. I also want to say that please follow me on my social media handles. You can find me everywhere with the same name. So just type Wincy White Winna on Instagram, Wincy White Winna on Snapchat, Wincy White Winna on Twitter, Wincy White Winna on TikTok, all social media that you know, and you will find me there. Please follow me. And yeah, like I always like to end my videos, I always love to say a little prayer for you. I pray that God blesses you, keeps you, guide you, provide for you, and protect you in Jesus' mighty name. Until my next video, bye.